All right, so here's the next day, and here are my stretched braids. So now we're going to style the hair, and this is exactly how I do it to get my hair from the shrunken look, you know, my natural state. I put it in the braid, as you saw, and then this is phase 2, if you will. This is when I open the hair up, kind of unstick it, because again, I have tight coils and kinks that want to stick together and shrink up together, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you just got to learn to work with it, right? So I unstick the hair gently. I'm not, like, my hands are so gentle. I am always taking my time with my hair. It might look like, you know, I'm being a little rough with it, but when you touch my hand, it's so slack. That's one thing we have to understand. Is like, we cannot be so firm with our hands when we're working in our hair. It has to be like so gentle. Like when you have a comb in your hand, you can knock it out your hand so easily because you're not really holding it. Like, it's got to be that gentle. Hold it without holding it. So I'm going all around, opening the hair. All right. So it's all open. So this is phase 1 of how I style my hair. So it still has, it's in between stages. It's still in a fro state because we just wet it yesterday. And then now we're going into, we're midway stretched, if you will. So this is when I would go and do the process all over again to get to the next phase of elongation, if that makes sense. It doesn't need to be perfect, seriously, because when the hair's curly, you know, it doesn't matter. Those things just don't matter anymore. All right, so we're gonna go back. Now, the blueprint that I like to follow for my sectioning for my style is as follows. We're going to start off with the lower back nape area. There. The lower back area. Okay. Wet it with some water to loosen it up. And the water is my hydration for today. And then I'm using olive oil as my sealant. But it's between, for me, it's between my sealing butter, olive oil, or coconut oil. Okay, and I re-moisturize the area and then braid it back up. So this will allow the hair to be stretched much more. And this is how I like to style my hair. The stretch allows my hair to have more movement, obviously more length, and it's just easier for me to maintain my hair. The longer your hair gets, the less braids you really have to do, which makes the routine much easier for sure. So you have to make sure that there is a section in the middle of your head to keep from a separation happening. So the blueprint is important to map out the hair so it can fall in a nice way. If you do it all in the beginning, like if you map out the hair properly, you don't just take chunks from random spots. You map the hair out properly, and your look will fall really nicely. And I'm finishing off with a twist. So I braid and then I twist. I like to do this because it stretches at the root, and that gives me more elongation, which we all love. Now this is the first phase braid out. But after the first phase, my braid outs are not so technical. Like, I just grab one, you know, make sure there's one at the top, in the middle. But right now, it's like I have to make sure that all my areas are getting moisturized. So the sections are a little bit more detailed for my first phase after wash day. Yeah, so this is basically my stretch session. And after this one, my hair is stretched to my liking. And then I just do, you know, I'll just do bigger twists or braids. But this is good to just kind of hold my hair for the next however long. This is how I'll set it. And then if I'm going out, I'll take these out and style my hair.